Rosh Hashanah is upon us, and I want to wish each and every one of you that this new year be one in which we are blessed with health, with a sense of personal health, personal security for ourselves, for our family, for our community, for the whole world. And Rosh Hashanah, though we call it Rosh Hashanah, in the Bible it's called Yom HaZikaron, a day of memory. And we're here in Zichron Yaakov, which the Baron founded in memory of his father. And memory in the prayers of Rosh Hashanah, in the Musaf prayer, in the central prayer, there's three key components. There's kingship, having God as king. There's zichronot, memory, and there's shofarot, that the sound of the shofar gives voice to our deepest hopes and our most profound dreams that we don't often find ways of expression, and perhaps there are no verbal expressions, and that's the wordless sound of the shofar. But in the middle, the glue that holds it together is the chapter on memory. Rabbi Moshe Lichtenstein pointed out that perhaps the dominant figure in the chapter on memory is a figure that we're a little bit surprised of. We open up with this great statement that God, you remember all our actions, and you remember everything, and we remember you, and we're part of a covenant, and we love you, and we're great, and it's going to be good. And then you say, and also, Gam et Noach ba'ava zacharta. You also remembered Noah with love. And Noah, as Elie Wiesel so often says, is the first of the survivors. Noah survives the flood. And the flood, if you think being in quarantine or being in lockdown, depending on where you are in the world, has been difficult. Noah was in bidud, in quarantine, in his own ark for 40 days and 40 nights. And he comes out to a world that isn't the same. And he's charged with rebuilding that world. And we say in Rosh Hashanah, Gam et Noach ba'ava zacharta. You remember Noah with love. Al kain, therefore, you will, al kain, Al kain zichrono ba lefanecha, therefore you remember Hashem Elokei la'bot zaro, to multiply the descendants of Noah, which is all of us. Kachol hayam, katuv b'toratecha yizkor Elohim et Noach. As it says in the Torah, God remembers Noah, and Noah was successful in surviving. I think this year more than ever, we're all survivors. We've all been through a year that we thought we were out of the woods, at least here in Israel, we're going back into challenging times. And I think the image of Noah wasn't, at least according to many of the rabbinic sages, a great, great man. But relatively in a challenging time, he rose to the occasion. And each one of us is called upon ourselves to rise to the occasion. And that's really the blessing of this new year, that each of us will find ways to share and to care, to give and to receive, to be supported and to be supportive of one another. And through that, through those actions, just as Noah reimagined and re-envisioned a new world, so too will we. May it be a year of bracha, of blessing and goodness for all of us. If you're joining in person, we look forward to davening with you outside. If you're not, in Zichron, there are 12 different locations where you can hear the shofar out in public parks at 6 p.m. on the first day of Rosh Hashanah, and they're all neighbors supporting one another. And wherever you are in the world, we're here for you, thinking of you, and hoping that it be a year of blessing and goodness. Shana tova tikatevu v'kateachatemu. May it be a year of sweetness and of joy for all of us.